and we're going to have a look at the hip movement and the way that the hip movement can allow for the movement of the back of the horse or block it. And when Brian is riding now, he's practicing some lateral movements, and he's a little blocked in the hip, but it's not that bad. Many people are more blocked than this. And I'm going to show how you can improve the hip movement, and then thus improve the movement of the horse, so the horse goes more eagerly forwards, and so that it's sort of carrying itself over the top line more easily. Brian, can you walk forwards? Good. And try to do some steps in trot. Good. And down a transition down again to walk. Good. And now the hip movement was much better in walk. And I'll go over and just ride. Just walk on, and I'll point. You can see where. Oh, I think it's difficult. You just make a halt. Here is the hip joint. Here is where the movement should be. And when you try to go forwards in walk, so you want to have a movement where the thigh bone is moving like this. Turn a little over there. So that the thigh bone is moving like this. And right forward. Like that, yeah. So this is the hip joint, it needs to go forward. And now it's difficult to do it. Just try a little now, and we'll have a look. And now you're trying too much, I know, but that's good, because then people can see why it's difficult and how it's not supposed to be. Because people think that you're supposed to push the horse forwards with your seat bones, but that's not true. You just have to follow the horse with your seat bones. Try to trot again. You can see that the horse gets a little blocked in his back, and stop again. Yeah, and then now rise and stand in the stirrups just by leaning forward in the walk, by leaning forwards with the upper body. Now you're a little too upright, a little more forwards with your upper body. It's very nice that you do all these errors. Then we can see them. Just lean forwards and think that your abs should sort of come towards the pommel of the saddle. A little more downwards with your upper body, and that's not downwards. Lean forwards down to the mane, and now now you're sort of rounding your there.